I am overwhelmed with how kind and generous people are, especially when I have nothing to offer them. YouTube, what's going on? It's Arhan here, the real estate nerd. Let's get straight into it. So, trying something different this week, no intros, nothing else, just diving straight in. So this week, I finally have a bit of stock to talk about. Now, I'm gonna get into the story of how that stock came about and all that sorts of stuff as well. It's off market, but at least I have something to talk about. Man, what a week it's been, what a crazy week it's been. I have been under the pump with work, learning and absorbing as much information as I can. This content creation game is completely something I'm ill prepared for. The amount of work that I have to do to keep up with this is insane, but I feel like it's actually going to yield results in the long run. I keep telling people, like, it's not a short-term play, it's a long-term play, and you have to keep that long vision and focus, and that's all I've got to keep telling myself as well. I know this will pay off one day. My goal on YouTube is to become the #1 real estate YouTuber. Like, that's it. Like Graham Stephan, Grant Cardone, I want to join the ranks of these guys. I want to become the #1 Australian real estate YouTuber. Like, that's literally what I want to do. I want to look at all the different aspects of real estate, and I'm telling you right now, this is the blueprint for how I'm approaching this. It's not about generating leads, and I keep telling people around me about this as well. They're asking me, oh, what's the purpose of you doing this? You're not generating leads. I'm like, I know how to generate the leads. I'm gonna keep working on it. I know it will come. I know business comes to me because I don't go chasing business. Like, this is a silly thing. It's a conscious effort. I'm always talking and networking, and I always found that with the abundance mindset, enough passion, the right people find you. While I don't have as much traction as I did back where I was, it's a matter of time. And this is something I'm going to talk about as well. How welcoming the community over here has been for me. So, since being in the Gold Coast, I've met a lot of people, and I am overwhelmed with how kind and generous people are, especially when I have nothing to offer them. Like right now, I have nothing to offer to anyone at this point in time, except for my energy, my passion, and my drive, and letting them know that if there's something that I can do for them, I'm happy to do so. But people are very willing to share and collaborate and work together. This is one other big shout out, like the people who have rallied around me over here, I appreciate you all tremendously. The people who are rallying behind me back at home, I appreciate you all tremendously, because we're never able to do the things we want in life if we are always at it alone. At least that's what I'm learning. Give without expectation, and you'll receive without conditions. It rings true to a very high degree, at least in my experience. Alright, so the deal that I secured, it's a friend that I've met at gym. He's given me permission to talk about it. So using his permission, I'm now going to go start approaching people. Now, in Queensland, there's exclusives and conjunctions. It might be conjuncted with another agent. I don't really know, and I don't really care at this point. It doesn't matter to me what somebody else is doing. I only have to focus on what I'm doing and being able to get the best results for somebody who's actually helped me and helped me connect with the right people. Now, this guy's helped me meet with a lot of other people. He's helped open up doors for me that I would have normally taken me a lot longer to get to, or might not have even gotten there. If you're watching this, mate, I really do appreciate everything you've done for me over the last few weeks to help out. I'm a firm believer that the energy you put into the world is the energy you attract back. The energy that I'm putting forth is, I just want to work. I want to do things, and I want to make a difference in the world, and I want to make a difference in people's lives. The way I know how to do that is through real estate. Hopefully one day with social media and inspiration, motivation, and all the things that are helping me. That's the goal. In terms of other business now, I've picked up a few other leads as well, talking to a few people, networking with other people. Through gym is my primary place that I'm sort of networking with people at the moment. That's my most frequently visited place, because in life it always comes down to actually that's not true. That's not true. You might have heard this expression that it's not what you know, it's who you know. I disagree. I believe it's about what you know and who you know. I believe both of those things are equally important, because if you meet the right people but you don't know what the f you're talking about, you're never going to get those opportunities. You're never going to be ready to be able to deliver. In other news, I'm also going back to study, which is great. And I'm also preparing for tax time. So it's almost the end of the financial year. It's going to be a very interesting tax time report, and putting things in place that next year it's a lot better and a lot more financially advantageous to myself and my family. But can't wait for this financial year to be over so that I can start putting my other plans into place. And I'll share that with you as time goes on. Now, I'm going to cut this all together. Goals for next week. I've got a prospecting day coming up this Friday. I'm meeting with a lot more people in the space, other brokers, other developers, things like that as well. Just networking, meeting, connecting with other people. It doesn't take long, but it takes longer than you think. God, that's such a contradiction. It doesn't take as long as you think, but it takes longer than you think at the same time. So weird. But anyway, guys, it's Arhan here signing off, and wish you all the best of luck for the week ahead. See you later.